Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where today we're going to make another level. Now, I'm not entirely too sure what exactly I have in mind with the level here, but we'll see how this pans out. I have just accumulated something in my mind right now to try out, so that's what we're going to try out. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Alright, so I have said this already once before in Subnautica and in Borderlands. I finished the animation. Yes, you remember that big project I was talking about? That was the project. It was an animation that I had the idea to make. I was able to make it, and now it's out. It was a short one, though. It wasn't like that big. 102 frames, which it's still a considerable size, all things considered, but we definitely, as in me, definitely, I don't know why I keep saying we. It's like a common occurrent thing in this particular department, but it's fine. Anyways, we got it done with the animation of 102 frames, and it took a while. I guess I could probably say more into details of what it is. It's a mature animation, obviously. If there was any animation I would try that on, it would definitely be that. And it involved the new animated character by the name of Butterfly. You know, from Planetronica? Yeah, that one. I figured, hey, sure, why not? Zotan's not animating anymore. We'll have Luna do some stuff. And, well, you know, I feel like I did my best. I'm not exactly, animating in my style was definitely a challenge, to say the least. I don't exactly know what else I could have done to make it easier, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so, yeah, that is what we did. I did. I got done with, and, you know, now all I gotta do is catch up on this month's set of drawings, and we'll be golden. And I know it's a lot that I gotta work on, so not entirely too sure, like, how long it's gonna take for me to get most of this done with. But pretty happy with what I've got, I must say. Though I would like to have a bit more of a head start. Well, regardless, I'm happy that I got the animation done with. I could have probably polished it a lot more and took a little bit more time on it, but my frickin' mouse's battery was low and needed to charge, and then I ended up, while waiting for it, playing Gex 3, and on a whim decided to 100% it on the PS5. So yeah, that was, that took a while, like 3 to 4 a.m. From 3 to 4, somewhere around those two time frames, to 11 a.m. Yeah, I was kind of pissed at myself for getting caught. Also, I need clockwise. I'm freaking brain tired as per usual. I gotta say, I hated the freaking mythology level, man. That one was just straight up awful. Okay, the Christmas one, fine. Elves were kind of annoying, but, you know, they weren't that bad. Once I, figured out the best way to deal with them. Mystery level, pretty cool. Yep. Pirate, wait, did I do Pirate next? Yeah, I think I did Pirate next, because I unlocked it. That was fine, but it was tedious. You know, tediousness is, not exactly, what do you call it? Something, like, you had to go through the wall of death a few times, and, that was definitely tedious. I would say, there's this one speedrunner tactic that they use that allows you to kind of just cheese getting the remote, but not exiting the level as you get it. I wish I knew what it was. Also, this is the wrong direction. I need you to go this way. I really wish I knew what it was, but whatever. I did what I did. I did what I could. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to really say about that. I would saith, whatever the word is I'm looking for as I am thinking through this. I think I just went straight to wrestling and then gone over to the area, which I think after that, then I went to the army level, I think, or was it pyramid? I think it was pyramid next, and that one was pretty fun. I remember the weird Sphinx faces that you fight against, and yeah. Also, I'm gonna do a little bit of this. Nope, it's fine. And then we went straight to the anime level. Yep, and then we went into that one area. We 100% the thing, unlocked the vault. Wait, what? No, I don't want that to be that. I don't know what I want this to be yet, but definitely not that. We need a way to get to here so we can get into here and then do something to get over to here. What is going to be here? I don't know yet. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. There's a reason to go here. What is that reason? Again, it's probably not going to have much in the way of ice right now, because this area is going to be like a little lava lake. You'll see soon enough. I just got to figure out how I want to get into this part so we can get into this part. Because if you have a key, you're probably not going to just go all the way around. Although, I mean, I guess we could probably have a key right here. Like so. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, clockwise. That's what we want. Clockwise, going in this direction. Counterclockwise, going in this direction. Clockwise. Counterclockwise. Clockwise. Perfect. Okay, then after we did all of that, we got the hub world finished and whatnot. All the freaking fly tokens and whatnot. I made the mistake to go into the mythology level, thinking, I already got some of it. Maybe I can quickly get through this. And my god, I was not having fun with that level. I just don't know why I didn't like it at all. But, freaking had to go for it 3 times because freaking fly token nonsense. It's very annoying, I get they're trying to like mimic the Super Mario aspect of the game's play and whatnot. Doesn't make it any less annoying than it already is, Just utterly annoying. Pretty much just about as much as I could say. Annoying flying enemies, annoying respawning skeletons. And I guess also just not remembering or knowing how most of that level worked, so we had to like try to figure that out. Yeah, it was just straight up annoying. I don't know what more I can say on the matter there. It was just annoying. I'm pretty sure many of y'all can agree with me, though. Definitely not a fun time. But after that, I think I did. It's funny because that level was so annoying. But the anime level, the one that is the last one you unlock in that area, was so easy. Tedious, because again, I have to go through a whole section because I can't just grab the remote and go to the next thing. If I were to do the Gex series, I would try to learn how to do that at least to make, it not have me go through the whole song and dance of, Also, yeah, wait, hold on. Well, I mean, I guess something like that could work. Like the enemies are like not stuck, but you kind of have to watch your step with this stuff. I need clockwise, right? We could also do 2 different types. So that means you will go in that direction, and you will go in this direction. Well, yeah, no, but that's not going to work. It's not going to work in this department. If we have the converging points be here, it won't work. But if we have the converging points here... Well, not converging points. You're going to go here. Well, that might work if I have this go like right here, right? It'll be a weird setup here, but it'll be a setup. It'll be a setup, and it'll, you know, do its thing. And we could probably have just one of these guys here to skirt the outside area. Not going in this direction. Though it could still work. But I think having it chase you is probably reasonable. Anyways, yeah, continuing Gex. The Greek section just removed all of my patience. So then when we go into the fairy tale level, all of my patience are gone, and I hate the level. Even though the fairy tale level isn't really that bad, it's just, you know, I'm already kind of in a sour mood. I'm wasting time here. I can't stop, so that's why I barely play that, because I'll end up being on it for pretty much the entire night. I can't just play it for an hour. If I'm starting something, I need to go through with it. Kind of annoying, but yeah, it is what it is. I can't exactly help that. How about instead of these guys, we do some counterclockwise? Yeah. So continue on to the aggravation train. We'll go to the Oregon Trail level. That one was annoying. Wait, I think we did Army before we did Greek. Then we did, because I was about close to doing the so the Army was like another one of my favorite levels. Accidentally activated the invincibility cheat for one section. Had to turn that off. It's funny because I'm over here wondering what the hell these passwords do. I didn't know they were actual cheats. I don't think I ever actually 100%ed Gex 3 before, even when I was young. I had this strange memory of, I think my mother and father was watching Child's Play, you know, the whole Chucky doll thing, while I was just in my room playing Gex 3, and it was either Gex 3 or Spyro 1, but I'm pretty sure it was Gex, because it was like a Docs level and a Mafia level, and my god, that level freaking sucked. I had to play it like 3 times and collecting the goddamn coin token things a few times and whatnot. And apparently a freaking fly coin went underneath the water. And also for some reason the whole freaking level was dark. So needless to say, like on the scale of my most hated levels, Mafia level, first, number 1, hate it, terrible. Though that's only just because of my experience with trying to get 100 fly coins. It just not freaking working. And then, of course, there's the whole, mythology level. That one could suck it. That one was just awful. And then the Oregon Trail one. Those were my 3 most hated levels. Fairy Tale, I mean, if I wasn't in a sour mood, I probably would have been fine with it. I knew the mirror tactic, where you look at the mirror to go to the destination you're trying to get to. So I wasn't exactly, unknowing of that mechanic. It was just, I was at a point where I just did not give a shit. And they had like this, strange L2 R2 thing in the remake. Not remake, the re-release. And of course, wanting to get done with this endeavor, basically use that to save time. Am I proud of it? Not really caring. Honestly, I'm just glad I was able to finish the game and free myself from this grog. I just don't know why. And I'm not entirely too sure why, but you know, it is what it is. We make mistakes while we're waiting for the mouse to charge. It didn't even take that long to charge. I completed 2 levels and it was like at 95 or something. I should have just stopped there. Needless to say, the animation turned out fine. Oh yeah, and the superhero level, that one was annoying. But then again, I'm like 10 a.m. right now. I'm just tired and fed up with this shit and just want to be done. And yeah, just a whole lot of aggravations and whatnot, I'd say. No fault of the game, though I guess there is some fault to it, with it just having some needlessly frustrating levels. Other than that, it was mostly fine. It was kind of, I don't know, I felt odd about the way the levels were structured. Structured as in, like, you know, the first miniature hub world I can understand being a tutorial section only having 2 levels. Then the first full-on hub world you go to where you can actually get 100 fly tokens and to, you know, get a remote. Well, that one only had 4 levels, which, you know, 4 levels is a nice level amount. But then you get, you know, the second full world, which only has a good, solid 3 levels. I say good, solid. It's not really that big. It's a small amount compared to 4. But then the third area comes into play, and now we only have like 2 levels. And if you don't count the secrets, which would be their own level type, yeah, we would be we would be just like 1 extra level, but it wouldn't be enough. It would be like 3, 5, 4, and 3 again. I don't know why. I just felt like there could have been a lot more, but there wasn't a lot more. So yeah, that's just the way it is. It's, I suppose. I felt like level. It also seemed like there was going to be some more levels, but then they cut those levels out. So yeah, I don't know. It is a bit strange, but it's what it is. It's what it is, at the very least. Anyways, don't know what more I can do here. So we got the key here. We got the crate we push into here. I'd say we put some more enemies here to make this area a tad bit challenging. Like so. Makes sense, right? We can't just have crate puzzle with nothing in it. We could also have crate puzzle with some lava in it. Though we gotta be very specific on where we place the lava here. Because we can't block the crate off. For the most part. Though we can do some blockage. To kind of force you to go around a certain spot. While also making it nearly impossible to avoid some of these enemies. Well, I wouldn't say nearly impossible, it's just, well, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I see. That could be an issue if we have that set up like this. I'm pretty sure we want this to be 1. So that when this guy goes by, you can hide up here while this guy, wait, no. This guy will be, no. As soon as this guy's here, that guy will be here. And then this guy's here, this guy here, this guy here, this guy here. Unless we want him to go down one more. So then that way this guy is here. You can make her move in here. And then as this guy's down here, this guy's over here. And then you make your move all around. Push that crate up. Kill this guy. And now you need to go around. And the safest way to do that is to go this way. With this guy dead, this should be easier. Wait up here, go here. Push that on that guy. Wait for this guy to come by. Push that on that guy. And you're golden. If we wanted to make it a bit more challenging, we can add another enemy here. So you got one more enemy to have to worry about as you go through here. Shouldn't be too much of an issue to deal with, but he's still there. And just make sure all of you are what you're supposed to be. Perfect. Okay, so now we know we got to push that here, grab this stuff. And then we got to go into here, go around here. And we got to wait for this guy to move and do his thing. And now we're here. We can have another crate-based puzzle in this area, but have it mostly be consistent of trying to push the crate down while avoiding some lava bits and whatnot. As best as you can, I suppose. We'll still have some enemies here that you got to avoid. And the crate can be up here. So this one should be just as simple as we need to have a pathway of lava. So you're going to go up here, push this here, push this. And you can't exactly push that here, so we're going to have to move one of these down. Push that here. I guess we can at least have this like that, right? Remember, the area that that player needs to go to be able to push the crate where it needs to be pushed has to be clear of lava. So that can work like this. Right. Meanwhile, we have a vertical enemy that will be here. And also, meanwhile, there will be some more lava bits here that you'll have to worry about and go through. So if you didn't kill that guy, you got to worry about him. But go around, go to here, move that. You need to move that out here. But not too far down. I mean, direction doesn't matter too much, I suppose. Though this does need to be left open, so I probably won't be able to use this. Let's just figure out where this crate's going. So the crate has to go here, 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 here. Okay, and here. As soon as you get to here, you have free range to be able to push it anywhere you need to push it. So I suppose we can have that here and an enemy here. And I guess it also depends on where the hell, because this needs to be opened, obviously. If I could get an ice here to kind of make this a one-way. Well, that might work. If I instead put the enemy here, put this here, and have an ice here, You have no choice but to go that way. Down here first. Now you can go this way. Nothing stopping you from going this way, at least. But you still gotta deal with some enemies, it seems. Other than that, though, the rest should be easy. Kill this guy. Kill one of these guys. You could redirect one of these guys, but then he'll just... Well, yeah, redirecting him probably wouldn't be too bad because he'll just constantly be here and it'll be an easy target. It's just now you got a clockwise enemy turned vertical. I guess whichever one would make that easier for you, whatever choice you decide to make as you go and do this. All I know is that this needs to be left open as well as maybe this. I mean, I guess we could have a lava block here, so you have to like go back out immediately. You can't just bring it down here. I mean, I guess you could bring it down here, which doesn't make much sense because the enemy's here. Whatever. Bring it out here, bring it over here. Kill that guy, bring this over here. And now this is right where it needs to be going around. Push this down here, and then boom. I would say put an enemy here to kind of like force you to have to kill it, but it's kind of not necessary. Other than that, though... we don't want that to be harder. I think this is fine. At least it should be fine. Let's test it out. How much time has passed so far? All right, not even 30 minutes. That works for me. So we're a little bit out of the ice and into the frying pan. Oh, for fuck's sakes, you stupid freaking headphone. You know how easy it would be if we could just get over to here, but we can't because it blocks our movement. But that's just how it works. Can't go that way, gotta go this way. Not a problem. Can't go just yet. Also not a problem. That's not too difficult, I'd say. Alright. This is probably the easiest way for us to go about doing this one, I'd say. Alright. Any route I see here is just not going to work. Going in and around makes sense, but getting back is where it becomes a challenge. So that's what we got to figure out here. We need to I mean, I guess... I'm going to put my player in here for the time being while I test this out. See, the thing is, I think we need to have the enemy... Because right now, there's no easy way to get there. The only free space is here, and it's not by much. And then same thing with here. We don't want it to be that tight. This is still the third zone. It should not be that difficult. Also, what direction are you going in? Are you going down or up first? Okay. I think I might see a path. So we could probably put this enemy here. It's funny because 6 of these guys are all going in the same direction. Except for this one, this is the only outlier. You can go there and then go down here, basically. Yeah, that would be another close one if we did that. That would be another close one. Well, let's at least try it out. It's not that close, but is it too difficult for people? That's a good question. Like, as soon as you kill the enemies, it's made much easier. Is that too... I mean, for me, it's easy. Like, I can move quickly enough. Most people probably can't. I didn't even really move that quickly there. It's just... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 75 seconds to do. Not a lot of button presses. I still feel like there's a way to make this easier. Like if I had you going here somehow. Well, we're here to test this part out, because this is the part that's mostly going to be, you know, a requirement. Oh, well. Coming over to here is the hard part. But ideally, you go down there first, so... That should be fun, I'd say. I'm not sure. The thing is, we don't want this to be too difficult now. Like, yeah, for me it's easier because I've had a lot of experience with this, so my finger play in this game is way more advanced than, you know, whatever level this should be, which it should not be that difficult. It really shouldn't. I say it ramps it up enough to where it's like, alright, things are getting a little bit tougher. I should probably get used to the controls fully now. And that should be where everybody starts to, I guess it depends on what it is that they plan on doing. I guess it depends on that whole sequence. Alright. Oh. I didn't realize that this was, you can go. Okay, I'm not sure why I was stuck there. Oh, wait. Now we get it. I would say the one major obstacle most people are going to face... Oh, that one's a tricky one. Hold on. I mean... I have an idea. Like, yeah, that's possible. Are these guys moving at the same rate? No, they're off, so if you don't have the right sequence, you're going to end up getting caught out. Also, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. It's a nice and clever thing. I like it, but will people be able to complete that? Not yet. I almost forgot directions and whatnot. Alright. I'll turn this guy into a vertical enemy real quick. And then murder him. See, once you start killing the enemies, the area gets so much easier and trivialized. Alright, well, we already know we can do that, but... See, I like this, but A difficulty like that needs to be saved for later areas. I can formulate a way to make this one way. Lava, of course. Lava is the way, and that is what we are using to make this what it is. So all you gotta do is just follow the path down, and then you're golden. Go here, follow the path, you're good. That should be it then, I suppose. I will say, though, this game can get very freaking difficult in certain departments. I don't know when it should start getting more difficult. Because, like, there are some aspects to this that are challenging, of course. But again, like I said, I have played this game multiple times and have pretty much got the movement down like that. I would like to think that some gamers out there are capable. I mean, those who do not play games regularly are probably going to have a tough time, I'd say. Those who do not PC game regularly are going to probably have a tough time. I would say most gamers are probably going to be having not as hard of a time as, say, those who do not play games very often. I would hope that these levels aren't too difficult. I have no one to play test other than myself, and this is way too early in the stage to, get people to beta test it, and I don't really want to do an early access model here. Like, you can see me playing it. You can probably get an idea on how well you can control this game. Can you get the idea of difficulty? I mean, I make it look easy when in actuality it's probably the most difficult thing for you to do. I don't know. I would like to think that you value your skills highly, but you've seen this game enough. You've seen me make levels. You've seen how difficult it can be. You've seen me try to reel in the difficulty a little bit here and there so that it's not too challenging, but also not too easy. It's a fine line of balancing, and it's very difficult to do, especially when you yourself don't see that as something too challenging. You see it as something like that's neat, but some people will see it and be like, this is impossible. I can't fucking do this. Why is this so hard? Uninstall. Which is not something you want to have happening in your games. You want people to enjoy it and stick around for fun, not out of obligations or anything like that. Not out of a time sunk cost fallacy. That is to say, the normal levels, obviously. This one is on a main pathway. The main path levels should not be that difficult. When we get to the optional levels that you don't need to complete to 100%, or no 100%, to beat the game, when you get to the levels that are the voice logs, for example, very special collectible in the game that requires you to unlock a thing, and then you get to a tough level. Beat the tough level, you get the voice log. You get lore. Some people might say hiding lore behind a very challenging part of the game doesn't, seem right to me. I'd say that's reason enough to give people, motivation to want to be better. But also, there needs to be some challenges. Those are side quest departments. And side quest department here in this game are meant to be tough. Ideally, those particular sections of the game... Oh, wait, right. I forgot. I have to delete this because this is not supposed to be here. I forgot that doesn't save my deletion. Anyways, as I was saying, these later parts of the game are meant to test your skills, and if you can't, rise up to the challenge, then you got to keep honing your skills. You got to keep getting better. I mean, there'll be some optional levels that are a little tougher than the main level paths, but are doable for you. I would encourage to go there and, try out some optional levels, explore a bit, improve your skills. I mean, for a game that's going to have 999 levels, it is a perfect opportunity to get people more used to the controls by introducing a good chunk of optional levels. I'd like to think so, at least. But like I said, we are nowhere near getting the early access or beta testing stuff. I don't know when I'll be there to get that. I would say when we're close to being finished with the game, maybe. Although I have no clue how the hell to go about doing that entire process right now, so yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know how indie devs go about beta tests or anything like that. Early access is probably the answer, but I'm not really here for early access right now. A game like this should be played in full once it's been completed. I think I got everything. It's hard to tell. It seems like I got everything. Okay. Same thing as before. Do this. Save as. Textures. Zone 3. Hinge. Level 14. Level 15, on the other hand, I'll have to make off, And now that I do that, I can show you progress so far in Nova Guardians. I got the twins done with, and I got Tay done with. I don't remember if I had these 4 done with yet. I was kind of busy with the animation. That took a while. 102 frames is a long, lengthy-ass process, let me tell you. It's not anything like this animation. This animation's just simple rotation, or I guess the fire I did is kind of in that same department, but it's more like sprite animation than anything else. There we go. Oops. I am muted, but it's fine. Apply. All right. Duplicate. 14. Let's go over to here, put this here. Okay. So that should be it for this. So I already have everything pretty much set for that. I'm going to save just in case. I don't think I did any more adjustments, so that should be good. We'll find out soon. We'll test some stuff out. No, that's not where I want to go. I want to go to zones, you fool. Mountain Crossroads. No. Levels 9B. Material. Boom. Now I gotta grab the player in the level hub. Move them up here. Also, everything recording properly? Yeah. 15 minutes. When we don't do like massive crate puzzles that involve ice and whatnot, we get through this a million times quicker. Makes sense. Alright, well, navigation is next now, which theoretically shouldn't be too difficult. Just a couple of, just a couple of these. I'll put this at 25. That should be fine, because now I can go back to... Never mind. It's not fine. It's the opposite of fine. I don't know what I was thinking with that, but it's fine. It's now fine. It wasn't fine before, it's fine now. Cool. All right. Awesome. I think my plan here is to get this finished off camera, and then next episode I'll try to decorate this entire area. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. All right, let's go to our player here real quick. And now let's figure out a name for this thing. Something about hot steps. Sure, why not? Probably could save that name for later, but if we need to change it, it's a very simple go to here, change, and then move that name elsewhere. Any name is not really set in stone. It can be moved around if I see fit, whenever I see fit, I should say, more so. Alright, I think that's taken care of now. Let's just build and run, I suppose. I also kind of want to look around the map a little bit more here to like make sure everything is where it needs to be. I think I already did that, but you know, it doesn't hurt to do it again. You know? Yeah, and once we're done with that level, the only one left now will be the ones on the sides. There'll be some I won't be able to make yet until I get a little bit further, and then I gauge how difficult things can be. Right now, I'm trying to keep this at a nice, moderate difficulty level. Like, if Zone 1 is easy, then 2 and 3 should be, like, medium? And 4, 5, and 6 should be, like, one step above medium, not at hard. Maybe not medium hard yet, but whatever the hell would be above medium and in between medium hard. And 7 and 8 would probably be medium hard. Maybe 9 too. And this is accounting for both the A and the B path before they converge onto Zone 9. Then 10 should be hard, and 11, well, 10A should be hard. 11 and 10B should be extreme. Like, if I were to set up difficulty levels, 1 would be in the first zone, 2 and 3 will be in the second and third zone, 4, 5 next 3, 6, 7 next 3. Out of my face, GeForce. Next 3, and then 8. Then 9 for the other 2, followed by 10 being the most difficult, and 11 being it should be impossible, but it is possible. Extreme difficulty levels. I have a few in mind for that one. Right now, there should be a solid difficulty level of 3, which makes sense because we're about to go into 4B at this point, so difficulty should be a little bit amped up. Like right here, you know, do not just straight up go. Or go because you know what the fuck you're doing and you can pretty much just... I let Jesus take the wheel there. Alright, it's fine. He drove properly. He almost wrecked me right there, but it's fine. You know, Jesus didn't stray yet. We're still on path. He almost strayed again. Now he's delivering the hand of God by bitch slapping his enemies using a crate. Don't ask me how that makes sense, because it does make sense. I just don't know the answer to that question. I did not pay attention to that one enemy. I just, again, let Jesus take the wheel, and he has not strayed me yet. He has not failed me, I should say. Alright, perfect. We can now go through here. Okay. I mean, it's difficult if you don't pay attention, I suppose, but it's not that hard, I would say. Alright, perfect. I'll try this. Just to see what it's like, you know? If we don't make that enemy vertical for some reason or another. Now we can kill him, and now we can kill him. And that's a very easy level completed. Well, easy. Like, to me, that's easy. I feel like that should be a difficulty level of 2, but it's most likely a 3. 4 for some people who don't game, like I said. Well, here we are on the last level, taking us to, what'd you call it? Do I have fast travel set up here yet? I don't. I forgot that I didn't have that set up. I don't even have any of this set up yet. Like, I got the number already set up for all of these, it's just, you know, not like set up yet. I guess I'll just manually go back. Oh, fuck. I forgot about the... we didn't even set up fast travel for that yet. How much time do I have left? Maybe everything's already saved. Well, okay, I'm not on that level, but it's not going to matter because I'm going to be elsewhere soon. Where is this again? It would be in the menus, right? Yeah, world map. Take me to that. Right. So I need to set that up. Now let me remind myself where everything is at. Ah, here it is. I think the thing is it's supposed to take me back, right? That just has everything on... well, okay, no. Controls are still here, so let me open this up, I suppose. I mean, I'm going to have to do this eventually. I might as well remind myself how to at least get my ass back. Oh god, everything's lagging. Alright, okay. Shut up, I'll worry about that later. Okay, so I need to go to controls. Select change. Yeah, here's navigation. It's basically just me moving around the thing. Failsafe selection, fast travel. And then transition, right. We only have zone 1 and zone 2. Okay, wait. This should be easy then, because... yeah, let's set this up. I don't even really need this anymore. What are you doing? Why can't you enter? I can't enter or backspace? Excuse me? What are you waffling about, you stupid piece of okay, I'll close you. Don't save. What the f... do I really need to update you? Is all of a sudden now I can't press enter or backspace because you're being a bitch? What's going on here, man? Why is everything broken? Okay, now I can access it. Why did... Okay, it's fine. So, fast travel in 1 unlocks on level 6, but this one unlocks on 5. Zone selected is 3. Level selected is 5. Then it starts transition. Else unavailable dot play. This needs to be row 3. Start coroutine, transition. So I need to go to coroutines. CD, transitions. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that would explain it. There's the problem. It ain't got no code in it. Well, the code is here now. And theoretically, fast travel should be unlocked, even though I didn't set up the event thing for this. The event transition scene, I'll have to set that up. But this should be it, right? Zone 3, load screen. Zone, progress names, none of that's necessary. I think everything here is pretty much set. Well, I guess... Yeah, wait, hold on. I could set this up now, can I not? Well, I gotta remember where it's at. It should be in the update department, I think. Fast travel, don't need that. Failsafe selections, navigation. No, that's navigation. Navigation's not going to have what I need. And that's just there to stop you from going too far than you need to go to. Variable setup would probably be it, right? Yeah. Yeah, that is the case. Zone fast travel. Right. I gotta get that set up. I have zone 3 FT. Why was that again? Oh, right, because this uses up 2 variables, so it has to use up the 10. Oh, whoops. So I would only need you to be 10, and I need you to be 3. Ah, shit. Where is this at? Well, I know where the lever's at for that. I just gotta remember where the hell all that's at. Let me see if I can figure this out with the numbers that we have. So, Zone 2 has 1 path, then it splits into a couple, reconverges back here. It has a side path. It has a side path in the first area, a side path going up there where the gate is, a side path going down there where another gate's at, secret path up there that has another variable there. Then it has one long row path there with 1 set up there, so that's 10 paths. Zone 3 has the main path, the 2 split paths, the 1 side path, the other side path, the skull lever side path, which is the 6 digit, so that one should be easy enough. I really wish I can remember the exact positioning here. Then there's the 1 side path there and the other side path there, so this should technically only be 2 zeros taken off. Technically. Okay, and then the lever here is on the 9th number. But the lever here, main, side, or split, split. Oh, also, also I don't have SL set up. Actually, I don't even know if I have SL fully set up for this. I don't know what else there is. I mean, no, this is just for the skull lever, right? So this is just determining if we've completed it or not. Level progress, fast travel, lever progress. Also, there's voice log and keys, so there's more that we gotta do here. Anyways, this is 9 digits. Main, split, split, first side, second side, third side, so it's 6. So 3. Right? I mean, if we were to do the math here, because we know in zone 1 you got the one long path, which no, this would still be easier. Main path, split, split, one side, second side, third side, secret side, split of the secret side. Wait, no. Main, split, split, one side, two side, third side, secret side, split secret side. Yeah. And then that's one above, so main, split, actually, main, split, split, side 1, side 2, side 3. Main, split, split, side 1, side 2, side 3. We don't have access to the skull lever anyway. This was just here to set up. Though it really shouldn't be that difficult to... Oh, yeah, and there's also this, too. No, wait, never mind. That's something else. And we don't have the map set up for that yet. Plus, the things would be shown here. No, it would show here, right? Because the less we have to call upon stuff in the update, the less process is used. Ideally. And we have... Oh, we don't even have... Wait, do we? Yeah, Mountain Crossroads is shown. What were all of these again? Oh, Temp 2. Oh, right. That's there to showcase that you... Wait, but why wouldn't this... Oh, right, because the key... That's right, the key system's supposed to set all of these to false and only show this as true. I remember now. God, I really need to get done with all of my thumbnails and cover stuff, because... What was this again? LT, I think? No, no, SL. Right, SL. Where am I? Not in the Poison Factory, not anywhere close. SL. And, yeah, you're simply just is greater than or equal to. I think this one's simply just 3, right? Yeah, I see that's 4, so that's a 9th digit. Yeah, there we go. Is that everything? Outside of the obvious that we can't fully take care of yet, that should be everything in here. At least now the level should be shown. And if we have the the skull lever set up, that should be easy enough, right? I mean, we could just simply test this out here without having to open up multiple things. All I need to do is go to the main menu, the start menu, load up my third save file. which will take me over to the area that I didn't want to really go to, or stay in. That's not world map, it's X. Okay, yeah, there we go. At least the levels are now set up. And technically a skull lever is set up too. And now we can fast travel, which will take us to here. Which is not where I wanted to go, but, you know, we're here. I mean, I need to be there for myself when I build that level, alright? So I gotta make my way all the way back over there. It's a long walk. I'm glad I set up the fast travel, because having to traverse around the entire map would be so tedious. I don't know if I can make this any faster, because I don't want the player to accidentally just zoom away from the navigation corners. Because I'm sure the player can do that. I'm sure they can do that. So I'll just do a save here so that this is all set up. I don't think there's any more unlocks that should have... Oh, well, outside of like a few things. Alright, well, that's all the time I have for today. I guess what I could do for myself in the future, I can set this up for me. So Zone 3, level 15. Future as in I should be getting this worked on as soon as, you know, possible. Now, I have something specific in mind with this that is not exactly the way it's supposed to look. Because usually everything is set in a way where it's like, oh, you came in here, you came down here. But the level idea I have in mind has this being here and the player being here. Maybe it's like, oh, I'm going to go right. And it's like, oh, wait, I'm going down? Then wait, how do I get to the thing? You'll see. Like, there isn't too much I can say without spoiling it. Also, I think it's 5, right? No, it's 3. Or it's 4, technically. So I'll be working on this on my own. In the meantime, though, that's all the time I have for today's episode. So thank you all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, greatest episode of Game Crafters right over here, and the most recent episode of Subnautica right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.